Hello, YouTube. Hello, Facebook. It's been a little while. Thanks for putting up with me last week. I missed you guys. All right, I've got some news for you and housekeeping, a cute project. I'll give you some time to find me here. I'm having a hard time finding myself on Facebook, so let's see. There we go. Ah, looks like somebody found me on Facebook, but I don't see the automated captions. Oh, there they are. That's always a good sign that we sound good. All right, let's see. I hope you guys are doing well. Happy Friday. I'm hanging on. Oh, there I am. Hello, Facebook. All right, I think I've found me both places. Let's see if I can get some comments flowing now. Say hello, you guys. There we go. Hey, Jan. Jan says happy Friday, everyone. Perfect. Oh, I'm so happy to see you. All right. Having your support and friendship makes it easier, Jan. Hey, Margot. Margot's here from California. All right, good. I don't know where to start. I feel like I haven't done this in so long. All right, let's start with, have you seen this? This is the pumpkin spice Twinkie. I haven't tried one yet. I can't bring myself to. I don't have much appetite right now. I'm struggling a little bit. If you guys missed it, I wasn't here last week because I was nursing a sick bird, and my sweet corn pop, she's stable, but she's not good. And I do spend a lot of time nursing her still. And I'm just struggling with some other things too. So I missed you guys last week. Thank you for bearing with me and for your prayers. If you're a prayerful person, corn pop is still not well. She's stable, but she's weak and she's still not well. So pray that she'll have full healing if you're prayerful. And pray that he'll carry me through this, because it hurts my heart to see her suffering. So yeah, last week I missed you guys. This week I've got a really cute project for you. I found these pumpkin spice Twinkies. They're probably popping up everywhere, you guys. I think I got mine, I don't remember. I was out with Max. It was probably something crazy like Menards. I did link to a bundle on Amazon where you get the pumpkin spice Twinkies and the iced pumpkin Hostess cupcakes. I did buy both. I couldn't help myself. So I found these and thought, perfect for my Twinkie box. This is a box that I've done before. It was actually a request. Somebody said, can you please, please, please make me a box that would fit a unicorn Twinkie? And so I did that. So we've done that before, and this is the project that we're going to make today. Kim says, hi from Manitoba and sending hugs. Oh, Kim, your hug is very well received. Thank you, my friend. All right, so we're using the changing leaves today because I needed to carry on with what was already going on around here with the momentum. And I also wanted a open door to talk to you about some housekeeping, right? Hey, Jessica. So we had to pull a quick switch on Card Club for Cool People. Our September was going to be more than autumn, and our October was going to be changing leaves. So any way you look at it, Card Club members were going to get both of these amazing card classes, but it was supposed to be in reverse order. So let me just give you a peek of both of those card clubs. So if you're Card Club members and your Card Club build on September 5th, The content that you'll receive this month is changing leaves content. So this is a changing leaves project. This is actually a project that you can do with some of the leftover ribbon and designer series paper from your card club packet. The reason for the switch was because I could get this designer series paper for you, get it into my possession. You had paid me on the 5th. I could order this on the 6th, get it in, and start preparing card club for you. The card club next month is going to feature More Than Autumn. You guys have seen these sneak peeks. Thank you, everybody who's been supportive of the switch. So let me show you that one. You can subscribe now through October 5th to get More Than Autumn card club. If you want the Changing Leaves card club, which I'll show you those samples in just a minute, you'll have to look out for the PDF only content to be released on September 20th-ish, on or about the 20th. All right, so let's see. I'm trying to make it all as clear as mud, right? But I want you guys to know what's going on, and this is the best way for me to do it, is to show you and to tell you what happened. All right, so one more factor. So this is the paper that I could get in. This is the paper that after you guys paid me was not available. So this is the iconic celebration, so it'll be included. This is the More Than Autumn card club cards, and this will be next month's card club, as a matter of fact. We're actually working on those class packets right now also. So in a way, it was kind of serendipitous that we're working on both at the same time, because one of the factors that went into my decision to pull the switcheroo is that my assistant Elena is getting married October 9th. So I'm going to have a little bit less help from her at the beginning of October. And this has allowed us to not get behind in September, which would cause a multiplying effect in October when Elena was taking a little bit of time for her nuptials. I'm very, very excited for her, and just want to be able to give her the time that she needs with her upcoming wedding and not be jammed up because Card Club couldn't get paper in time for me to make the packets, in time for me to turn around the packets, in time for me to do the work for October. So I hope that you guys understand that. I wanted to tell everybody that, and that there's a little bit more going on behind the scenes than just the fact that we're all tired of Stampin' Up! and some of the inventory hiccups that they've had. It's even more than that here too. So let me first show you. This is our project for today, Changing Leaves. And it coordinates with our Changing Leaves card club. This one you can expect to drop content on or about the 20th. If you're not a subscriber, if you did not pay on September 5th, you're not going to get Changing Leaves. You can buy the PDF later, but this is the extra, the bonus content. This is what you can do with your extra designer series paper, some extra cardstock and ribbon. In that packet, you're going to receive this fun little ditty. And this is what really got me excited, is I could get my hands on this paper, right? So if you know kitchen table stamper, paper samplers, you know that when you get a paper sampler from us, you take it out of the bag, you turn it over, you work from the bottom to the top, because you're gonna see that label with the name of the paper, the item number and price, the coordinating colors, and where you go to get more. This month's packet, the one that you guys will receive the content on or about the 20th, packet will mail on or about the 20th, is going to include a paper sampler, a mini paper sampler. The new scrapbooking papers, this is where I'm getting excited. So the new scrapbooking papers, Halloween Spells, and the new scrapbooking paper for fall, Sweet Days of Autumn, are the only two new designer series paper that aren't included in my paper sampler because they weren't available at the time. So we are going to include a quarter package of each of those in your card club packet. So this is the Halloween Spells Designer Series paper. You're going to get a quarter of a packet. It's going to include 3 6x6 sheets of 4 designs. Oh, if you haven't seen this one, it's super fun. I love the B-sides and the color palette. Love this wild stripe. And this is the Sweet Days of Autumn. That's one that we're going to feature and work with today. And in your card club packet, you're going to receive a sample of this. So a quarter package, which is 4 6x6 sheets of each of 3 double-sided designs. So really, really cool paper. And this is, wait, I don't know that like that. This is the class. Let me show you a little sneak peek. Deepa says, oh yay, I was looking at those papers. Thank you for including them. You're so welcome. You'll get to play with them and then hopefully order some more of the ones that you really love, right? Deepa says, so glad to catch you live today. I'm so glad you're here. You guys, I have been just pressed. I don't know, anybody, I don't want to go too deep on anything that makes anybody uncomfortable, but I've been taking comfort in the verses, you know, promise to Christians that will be pressed but not crushed. I'm being pressed right now, and it's spend time with you guys is lifting me up. So thank you for being here, Deepa. Kathy says, I'm excited that we can purchase the scrapbooking products either as a kit or a la carte. Lots of options. I agree. It was very good that Stampin' Up! Gave us those options where we don't have to have something that we don't think we'll use, but we can get access to the products that we really want. And I thought a fun way to introduce it to my card club members would be to include that sampler. So you're going to get quarter pack of each if you paid for your subscription on September 5th and you roll with me, even though I did have to make a quick switcheroo, you're going to get the paper sampler. And then we're going to make 8 cards. We're going to make 8 cards, 6 standard cards, and 2 clear bag cards. So this is Card Club. You're going to make the 3 cards with both Designer Series papers. So you'll make the exact same 3 cards, 1 set with the Sweet Days of Autumn and 1 set with the Halloween Spells. So there's your 6 cards. And then you'll also make 2 clear bag cards. So 2 different sizes. Let me show you. Here's our Sweet Days of Autumn clear bag card. And it just opens up like such. Thank you. I couldn't have done it without you. And then each of these little pockets from our clear bag card, so it's actually made from a clear bag, each of the little pockets holds, or each of the little clear bag pockets holds a pull-out tag with another little pocket in. You could put tags, you could put a treat. This one will hold Ghirardelli's or tea bag, like a foil wrapped tea bag. And that's our Sweet Days of Autumn. And then the second clear bag card is a little bigger. Let me show you that one. This one is done with the Halloween Spells. You're amazing in every single way. And then inside this bag card says, I couldn't have done it without you. And then it also has 2 pull-out tags with the pocket. And you can put some tags in there. You can put some pictures. It'd be a cute way to send pictures. Or we got a little Kool-Aid popping candy is what I put in my pockets. All right, so here again, the card is actually made from a clear bag and has a little place at each end for a treat. All right, so that is Card Club this month. I hope everybody who has rolled with me on the quick switch is excited about the switch. I'm sorry I had to switch from More Than Autumn. It's a really great card club too, but it's coming. I promise you guys. Those of you who are subscribed members on October 5th or on or by October 5th will receive More Than Autumn. And it also makes 8 cards, 2, 4, 6, 8, 4 designs, 2 of each. And that's September. That's September with the sampler and the 8 cards. And this is October with the 8 cards. All right? Is that good? Kathy says, so clever. Thank you. Teresa says, hello, Marissa and everyone. Hello. I hope that you Card Club members are feeling a little bit excited and optimistic about the change now that I've been able to show you a little bit about what's going on in my head creatively, what the packet is going to contain, and a little bit of why the switch. I could get those papers, the ones that are included in September's Card Club, if it's changing leaves. I couldn't get the papers for this one, and I couldn't get stalled up with my assistant's wedding next month, okay? So thank you for being flexible with me, and I hope that you stay. If you're a Card Club member, you'll stay for next month with More Than Autumn. And if you're not a Card Club member, I hope that you'll give us a try. Having seen what Card Club really looks like, the samples, talk about a little bit what's included. If you're on the fence, give it a try. Give it a try for our More Than Autumn Card Club. I think you'll love it. All right, there is a link below to sign up for Card Club. All right, now let's make our little tree box here. This one is, again, that Sweet Days of Autumn designer series paper. It's a 2-piece, a lidded treat box, holds a Hostess pumpkin spice Twinkie. So if you're just joining me, this is what I found. I put the link to the Amazon bundle where you can get the pumpkin spice Twinkies and the pumpkin iced Hostess cupcakes together. I found them, I want to say I got them at Menards. I was going around with Max and can't remember exactly where I picked them up. You might see them popping up all over. I went to go get corn pop a watermelon yesterday. Desi and I, after she got home from work, I said, will you go to the Jewel with me and we'll get corn pop a watermelon, see if she'll eat some watermelon. And as we were walking toward the checkout, I saw them at my local grocery store on a freestanding, like a cardboard pop-up display. So check your grocery stores and discount stores. Or there's a link for the bundle on Amazon. Probably a little pricey though, because you know you're paying shipping even with Amazon Prime. It's just the way it is. Kathy said, lost you on Facebook. Oh no, I'm glad you're here though. Let's see. I'm going back on the Facebook. We removed your video. I don't know why they removed my video. Isn't that interesting? See why? Well, we're doing it live on YouTube. I guess I go against community standards. Looks like you tried to get likes, follows, shares, or video views in a misleading way. Well, sorry, Facebook. I don't know what to tell you. Don't know how that happened. Well, YouTube, we're going to carry on. And I will have a clean video for this project. Yeah, Kathy, sorry. It looks like they pulled it down because they think I'm trying to get likes or follows or video views in a misleading way. I don't know what that means. You know, there are some people who have had just absolutely about enough, and that's me. So, YouTube, I embrace you. Here is our treat box, and I'm going to grab my template here. Of course, I'll have a printable project sheet for you with the template. It's a 2-piece box. The secret to this box is the 1/16 of an inch. I know, but it means that you can just score all the way around the box at 1 1/4 inch. So bear with me here. 4 by 7/16, or 4 7/16, sorry, by 6 15/16. That's the inside, that's the bottom of the box. It's 1/16 of an inch smaller on each measurement than the outside of the box, or the lid. The lid is 4.5 by 7. All right, so that's what you need for this, is 2 pieces of cardstock, or a cardstock and a designer series paper pair. That would work very well. Okay. Kathy said I had you on YouTube also. Oh, good. So you didn't miss anything. I hope all my Facebook friends will come over to YouTube. Oh, wow. I could probably share a link on Facebook to the YouTube live later on so they can still see the replay. But all right. Stacy says, OMG, so cute. About the bag cards, I think, and yippee. All right. I'm glad you're excited, Stacy. That's like soothing to my heart. Let's start with the leaves, all right? Because I'm using the Changing Leaves bundle. This was supposed to ETA, return to Stampin' Up! This week, and it's been pushed back to the 23rd. It was one of the factors that went into my decision, is that the Changing Leaves bundle was ETA for a week of September 9th this week, and the Iconic Celebrations paper was ETA 16th next week, and that's the week of the 16th, and we have to pack and prep and post and label and tape and secure packages to go out on or about the 20th. So if they got it on the 16th, I'd still be up against it on a deadline. So I decided to flip-flop because the Iconic Celebrations was supposed to come in later than the Changing Leaves bundle. In reality, it's the opposite. So Iconic Celebrations Designer Series is back. We're taking care of what we need for Card Club. Changing Leaves is not back in stock this week. It should be ETA of the week of the 23rd, I believe is what I saw. So Card Club members, you've had your opportunity to add on More Than Autumn because we thought we were doing More Than Autumn. So we're going to send that one with your Changing Leaves, and then I will send a link with the opportunity to add on the Changing Leaves bundle as soon as I see it back in stock. So that will also be your heads up if you're watching and waiting for it, that it is back in stock. I'll send you a link to add it to your October package, but that will mean that you won't get it until you get your October Card Club after the 20th of October. So keep that in mind. I'll make that clear on your email, but this is the Changing Leaves bundle. It's a photopolymer stamp set, die set, and hybrid embossing folder. And here's some of the leaves that I've made. Clearly I had some fun with this, but I want to show you how I set it up so I could get all three of the hybrid leaves, the ones that emboss and cut, at one time. So then I could run through all my colors, maybe even twice or three times. Like while I'm going to do petal pink today. So I was doing petal pink. I did 2 sets of petal pink, and then 3 sets of petal pink, and then I just kept going making all my leaves this way, which meant I got 3 leaves, dimensional, textured, stamped. I mean, they're really gorgeous. I said to myself when I saw it, who needs a new leaf bundle? But then I realized that this one really does do a lot. You can see the stamped, and it gives a visual texture. And then the embossing folder gives a tactile texture. And when you emboss it, it cuts it out for you too. So it's really a pretty cool tool. Let me show you what I did. Oh, Becky says, hi from Kentucky, liked and shared. Oh, you made my day, Becky. Thank you. I wonder, are any of my Facebook friends here? Did you guys make it over from Facebook? I wonder if I can, yeah, we removed your video because I'm breaking the rules apparently. I wonder if I can see. All right, I'm back on it. And I see, I see something. You guys, I'm sorry about this. I just want to see if I can get out of it. Like I'm stuck in it. It says that, okay, here we go. It says that my video has been removed, and I wonder if I can put a little post on there. I don't know. Elena, if you're listening, or Anne, if you're listening, will you guys put a little note that says join us on YouTube because live has been removed? I'm using like every device I have. I don't know that I can let you guys know that in some other fashion. All right, so I set up my Stamparatus so that I could get all these. You can use a stamp positioner for this. Of course, you can just stamp an image on a piece of paper, any one of them, little scrap, then bring that scrap into the embossing folder and just cut one at a time for the ones that you need. All right, so that is definitely a possibility. You don't have to do all of them at once, but if you're doing like I'm doing and you're making a whole set of cards in 2 different color palettes and a treat box, then do them all like this if you've got a stamp positioner. So I started with a piece of cardstock that is 6 by 5.5. So when you get your packet, you're going to cut your 8.5 by 5.5 inch piece down to 6 by 5.5. And then you're going to run it through the embossing folder with the die. So you'll take that piece of I use my new template paper. I've got like this vanilla one that I've been using for new templates. And you'll just pop the die onto the folder. There's only one way it goes. It'll actually seat itself and you'll know that you got it right. Pop that paper so that it's 5.5 by 6. Close it up, run it through. It'll give you this piece that has the ones that the die cuts out missing and all the rest of the embossing. So you got that piece. Put that in your stamp positioner, whatever kind you have. Then you're going to actually put the stamps face down on the pad. The 3 stamps will be here face down on the pad, and then you close the lid of your stamp positioner and you pick up the stamps that are now perfectly placed to do all 3 at one time. Clear as mud? I hope. All right, so now all your stamps that were face down on the pad are now stuck to the lid of your stamp positioner, whatever kind you use, and they're in perfect placement. So we'll take our template and we're going to store this with the stamp set so that you don't have to keep your stamp positioner like this for the rest of its life, but you can line it all back up again really easy, okay? Laura said, great tip, yay! Hey, Karen, I'm glad you're here. Jan says, hello, came over from Facebook. Oh, I'm glad you're here, Jan. Who else is here from Facebook? Anybody who's here from Facebook? Sorry, I don't know what happened. Facebook said that they removed my video because I was trying to get views, likes, or shares in an untruthful manner and just removed me. So if you're here from Facebook, welcome. We love YouTube. Thank you for the platform, YouTube. All right, so now I've got that same size. This is 5.5 by 6. And we're gonna put this in with the 5.5 inch across the top, just like our template paper was. Not embossed. When you do your template, you emboss and cut. When you do your leaves, you stamp first. All right, so we're gonna put our little magnets on the edge here. Let's make sure they stay out of the way of our stamps. Keep them away from each other too. All right, now what we'll do is we'll ink this up with Petal Pink on Petal Pink cardstock. So we're gonna get kind of a subtle effect. You can get an entirely different effect if you go with some contrast. If you did, say, Calypso Coral on Petal Pink and then embossed and cut it, you get something very different. Or if you did, say, Basic Gray, imagine how that might look with a high contrast image instead of this tone-on-tone image. But let me show you. All right, I hope that I inked that one up well. Sometimes hard to tell with Petal Pink, especially when your photopolymer stamps start to get rosy. All right, now we'll go ahead and stamp all 3 leaves at one time. And just take time. Let the ink transfer. You'll have to get kind of careful along the hinges. Nice part is you can check it out, see how it looks. I want a little bit more pressure, I think. I don't think I need more ink, but at just the top of this long leaf right here. Looks good. All right, so we've got all 3, and I'm going to bring it just a little closer to the camera since it's low contrast there. Leaves at one time. So first we set up our leaves by embossing and cutting a template. Put our leaves in there face down, lifted them up on the plate. Now we can use this again and again to get all 3 leaves at one time. All right, hang on, I gotta find some scrap paper that I can put in there so that it doesn't make a big mess. Otherwise it's gonna leave ink on my mat. Okay, good. Now let's get that out of here. Next step is to emboss and cut. Let me get my folder, my die, and my Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine. Have you guys used these folders before? Do you guys have this Changing Leaves bundle? Did you get it when it first came out in the online exclusives? It will be back. It will be back toward the end of the month, though. I was hoping this week. There was an ETA of this week for it, but it's been pushed off to the end of the month. It will be back. All right, we're going to line up our images inside of our embossing folder with the die. So first, pop the die in, and it's a puzzle that really can't go any other way. Once you've found it, it'll seat itself. Then you can use this to line up the images, just like you would any other die that you're cutting. Just line it up so that the image is inside of the edge of that die. Like a Stampin' Up! Die works, the stamped line pretty much touches the edge of the die. Pop that in. Oh, I forgot my number 4. Hold on, it's to the left here. You're gonna use 1 and 4. There we go, get 4 on there, and then we'll give that a crank. And it is going to emboss a beautiful texture right over your stamping and cut those leaves out. And there it is. Now, the fun part about doing it this way is we have our gorgeous leaves all cut and ready to use on our projects. We're going to use this one on our project today. But this part right here, you can go ahead with scissors and you can cut some of these other leaves out. So what I did was grabbed my scissors and cut like this one is this right here, you see, and let's see, this one is this one right here. And so you get a couple of other full, you might get this one full depending on exactly how it went through your folder. Get this one. So I cut off some of those other embossed leaf shapes to use in my designs. All right, so this did not go to waste at all, which is really awesome. Kathy says, I don't have Changing Leaves yet. I don't think I need another leaf set. You have enabled. Oh man, sorry. I didn't think I needed another leaf set either, but I'm kind of a sucker for the hybrid. All right, so if you're just joining us, especially if you're joining us from Facebook, who took down our video because we were trying to get likes in a dishonest way, I guess, please like here, like it, thumbs up, share it, do all the things. If you're watching on YouTube, this is the box that we're making, and we're using the Changing Leaves bundle, and it fits a Twinkie, pumpkin spice Twinkie. All right, so here, let me show you these because you've seen me do it now, so you don't need to see me do it again. Here is that one leaf that I showed you in the corner, that double leaf, and that is from Old Olive. Just trim that one out. Here is that 3-leaf with Cajun Craze on Cajun Craze. And then the die set has this little sprig, and we cut that from Early Espresso. Let me show you the die set. The die set's really fun because it also has some great standalone botanicals and some little shapes for sentiments. So here's some like skeleton leaves. Here's the little sprig of leaves we did, and then it's got 3 shapes that the sentiments fit in perfectly, and we're going to use that circle. So I went ahead and cut one of those from Basic White. All right, let's do a little stamping. I'm going to put my greeting on that circle. Karen says, nice size box. Hey, thanks. We like to do boxes for treats that are pretty commonly available, right? You can, maybe pumpkin spice Twinkies won't be in your grocery store, but the regular ones are, and the other flavors probably. So we do like to do treat boxes that fit something that's commonly available, easy to find. Hopefully you'll make one and try it, Karen. Bonnie said thumbs up and shared. Thank you, thank you, thank you. That means the world to us. It's the best compliment you can pay. I love those reactions, and so does the YouTube algorithm. All right, I couldn't have done it without you. Let's go ahead and stamp that on with Cajun Craze ink. One of the things that I've noticed is when I'm stamping all 3 images at once and then cutting them out, if I end up a little bit wide on one side, sometimes I do, I just grab a pair of paper snips, and it's got kind of a beveled edge. The die does, because of the embossing, and I just cut off right along that beveled line. So it's very easy to just slim down one side if you're not exactly perfect. So you can hide that really easy with this, and just a little wiggly trim right along the line that is actually made for you by the embossing folder. So I saw that one was a little bit, just a little bit to the right. The left side was looking a little wide. Now it's not. So super simple. And I still got all 3 sizes at one time, which is super effective. All right, so we've done our bits. Let's do our box. Put those bits out of the way. Put the box in the corner. I've got 2 pieces of pecan pie, and they are 4.5 by 7. One's a little bit bigger, only by 1/16 of an inch, and one is 4 7/16 by 6 15/16. So since they're so close, I like having my template so I don't mix them up. The inside of the box has to be that little bit smaller so that the lid will slide on easily, and so that we can just go ahead and score all the way around the box, bottom and top, at 1 1/4 inch. So we'll go ahead and we'll do 1 1/4 on all 4 sides of both the lid and the bottom. All right, and I've already gone ahead and done 1 1/4 inch all the way around on the outside, the lid of the box also. Let's work the folds with a bone folder and trim. And let's see here, there's my bone folder. I knew it was out. What ribbon are you using, please? You're gonna love it. We are including September Card Club members. You're gonna get a spool of sheer ribbon. It's this white and silver ribbon, and we're just gonna bend it to our will in just a minute here. We'll color it with a little petal pink Stampin' blend, and it just makes a beautiful pale pink with silver trim. Good eye. You saw it but didn't recognize it for what it was. That's a very good eye. Hey Gian, I'm glad you're here. Peggy says, I'm still waiting for this beautiful set to come back in. Cute box, right? I was so excited when I saw that it was supposed to be back this week. And it's been pushed back to the week of the 23rd. But I think still in plenty of time for fall. So I'm just going to roll with it. There are so many things that I can't control right now. I am just doing the best I can not to get bent out of shape about them, because there's a lot to be bent out of shape about. For those of you who are regular followers, and you know I was missing in action last week, thank you all for your prayers for my little corn pop. She's still struggling. She's not well, but she's not dead, and your prayers are carrying us, so thank you for that. I'm gonna just cut out this score line, and what I'm doing here is cutting straight on the long rectangle and a little bit of an angle on the square, because the square is actually going to get glue and get tucked in. So we want that to have a little less bulk so that it tucks in nicely and doesn't show around the edges, and that the corners are nice and tight. So that's it. We'll go all the way around both of them in the same way. Let's see here. Jan says she has this hybrid folder, this bundle, but has not used it yet. Oh, well, hopefully that little tip for setting it up to do all those leaves stamped and cut all at one time will help you, and you'll have a more enjoyable experience with your bundle. I love this bundle. You can, of course, make this month's card club cards with leaves or florals of your choice. It would make easy substitution. If you're like me and you've been stamping for, I don't know, I don't even know how many years I've been stamping. It started in 1997, but I don't feel like mathing. So if you're like me and you've been stamping that long, you might have plenty of leaves to consider for this. So don't hesitate, card club members, to stamp or to swap out changing leaves for leaves you already have. I think that changing leaves would lend itself well to making the cards with any florals that you might have, especially florals with great die sets like this. All right, so we've got our last little corner here, and then we're gonna take the lid of our box and make some thumb notches so that you can remove the lid very easily. We'll do that with a 1/2 inch circle punch on each side, and you want to mark the sides of the lid at 3.5. And so I want to make sure that I've got my lid, which is just a little bit bigger than my bottom, which is just a little bit smaller. Set my bottom aside because nothing happens until I assemble that one. And we're going to work on the lid for a little while here. Now for me, I have my template. I marked my template at 3.5. So I don't need to go grab a centering ruler or anything. I can just use my template and mark that 3.5. And we'll do that on both sides of the box. If you are making a template, you don't have a template yet, grab your centering ruler, mark 3.5 inches, or grab your ruler and mark 3.5 inches, or use your centering ruler. And then a 1/2 or 1 inch circle punch. We're going to slide that and cut. And if you're really kind of like I am and you're kind of a perfectionist, after you take the first one, you can grab a little bit of glue. And what I like to do is grab just what's sticky around my glue bottle, pop that on the back of the circle, right? Is this too crazy for you guys? But if you pop that just little bit of sticky on the back of the circle, it should hold. And then line up the little mark where you marked center. Oh, I ended up with a little bit of sticky on my fingernail instead of on the back of my circle. All right, let's try that again. Put a little bit of sticky on the back of the circle. Doesn't want to do it. It's going to come out of there anyway, so you could use a little bit of glue, but I don't want the glue to ooze. Okay, so that's stuck there. And now when I put my circle punch, I can see and line it up so that they're exactly the same depth on each side. So when you use your centering ruler and marked, they're going to be the same right to left. And then when you punch the first one and lay it over the second one, then they're the same depth. Does that make sense? All right, let's get some tear and tape adhesive, and we're going to assemble the bottom of our box and put the top of our box aside for a minute, because we're going to do one more little touch on the top of our box. So assemble with tear and tape. What a day, you guys. I can't even believe it about Facebook. If you're here from Facebook, like if you wondered what happened to me and you ran over from Facebook to YouTube, will you say something? Say hello, say I'm here, say something. I just feel so bad. And I'm completely like every device I have gets used up in the production of this. My computer's in front of me and it's running OBS, which is how I broadcast into both the YouTube and Facebook at the same time. My phone is right here. It's my camera. My tablet right here is how I kind of monitor the comments. And so I don't really have a way of letting my Facebook friends know that I'm still live over on YouTube and I didn't like just flake and not show up today. I don't know. Like I said a minute ago, it's time to stop stressing over things that I can't control, right? All right, so we've got our bottom of the box all ready to assemble. And give it a fold. Right, make nice 90-degree corners. Set this one aside. It's perfect for our little Twinkie treat. As a matter of fact, that's what this box was specifically made for. But if you find something else that fits, let me know. Ah, Karen says she's here from Facebook. Oh, thank you, Karen. Can't believe it. I don't know how many years of going live every Friday on Facebook, they decided that today I must be trying to get likes, views, and follows in an unethical manner and kick me out. All right, let's move all this stuff aside for a second and grab our Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine one more time because we are going to add that gorgeous texture to the lid of our box. Doesn't that just look gorgeous all the way around? So let's do that next. Gonna pop this guy up here. This is going to be just a little bit too long for the folder. So you'll want to line up the edge of your folder with the last score line. You see that? Make sure that it goes top to bottom and then right to left from the edge to that last score line, and you're going to run that one through the machine. Veronica says, posted the link under your post. See you today at noon. Oh, you're the best, Veronica. Veronica, thank you. I was feeling so hopeless. I was feeling like such a, I don't know, I was feeling like people must be thinking that I can't bother to show up or something. I don't know. I need to just not, you just need to not overthink it, right? Not take everything to heart. Okay, so we've got our lid almost entirely embossed, then flip. And then you're going to line up the edge of your folder again. Now you can do any edge really, like whatever you, of the three you think looks best where it's going to pick up. I'm just keeping it really simple and going right back to the end here. I'll pop that in the machine. Make sure my sides of my folder aren't dragging anywhere. Uh-oh, I touched the corner of the folder. I want to make sure that I didn't knock it out of place. Oh, might have knocked it out of place a little bit. There. All right, careful not to knock it out of place. Veronica, thank you very much. Seriously, that relieved my worry a little bit. I didn't want anybody to think that I just couldn't be bothered to show up. All right, so now we've got our full lid embossed. Let's go ahead and assemble it the same way we did the bottom one. And this, where did I put the tear and tape? This is what we've got so far. This is where we're going. And for those of you who are Card Club members, this is something that you can do with your extra designer series paper from the September Card Club for Cool People packet. I like to try to give you guys a treat box that supports using up the materials that come in that kit. Those kits are stacked. So you always will have a little extra designer series paper, have extra ribbon. And so I like to come out on Facebook and YouTube do some lives or some videos and show you some things that you can do with the extra materials. So when you get your September card club for cool people, keep in mind that you can buzz over to the blog and get a printable project sheet for this project with a little bit of pecan pie cardstock, and you might even have enough of the color cardstock. So this one's going to be stacked with cardstock because we're doing 2 different color palettes for our cards this month. So you might even have enough cardstock for some extra leaves to do this too. But pecan pie cardstock for your base, and then the remaining ribbon and designer series paper. And now you've got another idea. You can take the cards and go a little bit further with a coordinating treat box. So we like to do that as like a further support of our card club members. And also gives me a really good opportunity to say our card club for cool people is about the coolest card club out there. So if you haven't checked it out yet, go check it out. There's a link in the description below. And if you have thought about it, you can join now, between now and October 5th for our More Than Autumn. We'll be posting it. We had to do a little switcheroo, but More Than Autumn is our October card club. Our September card club is Changing Leaves. And just in case you're just joining us, after I get this project together, because now it's just assemble it. We've done the stamping and the embossing. Got a piece of designer series paper here from that Sweet Days of Autumn. You guys like that? Julie says, hey lady, I'm late, but I'm here. I am so glad you're here, my friend. You make me smile. I need a smile. Mary Witt says, embossing the box. I like it, right? It's really a fun way to finish it up. And it doesn't require cutting all those little strips of designer series paper to go around. Although there's a time and a place for that. Sometimes it's nice to do something different. And I really do. I like the embossed texture, especially with a lidded box like this. So the bottom is smooth and the lid has that nice leaves. Teresa says, so sick of political ads during the live. Tell me about it. I am so sick of political ads, period. What did George Carlin say? It's all one big club and you ain't in it. I just can't even be bothered. All right, I'm off of my, yeah, I'm with you, Teresa. Jan says, I just love the card club for cool people. It's the best. Thank you, my friend. You are such a huge supporter of that card club, you guys. If you don't know Jan, then you're not hanging around in the kitchen table Stamper Craft Social. But Jan has been a big part of why I've been able to pull this switch between September and October. And again, I'm so sorry if it caused any of you any distress to switch October and September. I am so sorry. I hope that now that you're seeing some sneak peeks in this project, which is your like bonus one to do with the extras, you're feeling a little bit more like instead of anxious, more excited about the switch. I need a blending brush, and I have them in a little cup. Where is my cup? There's my cup. Ah, there's my blending brush. All right. I distressed the edges of my designer series paper just with the blade of my scissors. Of course, you could use something fun like the death carrot. Jan, this is the death carrot that I was telling you about. Gideon calls it a death carrot because it's he uses it to open my boxes or break down my boxes. So if you've got like one of these little, I got those on Amazon, you can use something like that. Just distress the edge. A little box opener. You guys remember this from the carrots, from the carrot project? Anyway, I'll see if I remember to link to that box. I made a treat box to hold those death carrots. All right, let's give this a little ink. Yeah. Jan says Jan is the best. Jan is totally the best. She's every time I stamped this, I couldn't have done it without you. Sentiment on a project for this Changing Leaves, because I had to like redesign, or not really redesign, but design in like 2 days, because this was always the plan, was that we would do more than autumn, and changing leaves, we were just supposed to do more than autumn, then changing leaves, right? So I had to design really, really fast. And while I'm designing things, Jan's already doing the cutting and everything so that we don't get behind. We really don't want to get behind when Elena's getting married, and we want to be able to give her a little bit of time. So being able to do both at once has been huge, but I will tell you guys all right now. Card Club is brought to you this month by Jan. Let's see here. Hey, Tammy, I'm glad you're here. All right, let's get this over to the side. Those little veggies are in my Amazon cart. Oh, the death carrot and the death corn. I think death carrots and death corn and death pineapples. I think it was what it was. You know, I'll try to link to it, but on Amazon there, I think that was the 3 that was included, and they really are handy. They're very handy around the office. All right, lid of the box goes on after the pumpkin spice Twinkie goes in. It's just because of that 1/16 of an inch. I know, I'm sorry if you hate them as much as some people do, but look at how the lid goes on, the lid goes off, and you cut the 1/16 of an inch in the cutting stage instead of trying to score 1/16 of an inch all the way around, okay? So you'll thank me later. I will have a printable project sheet and all the measurements, the template photo on the blog for you later. I don't know if it'll be later today or if it'll be tomorrow. You guys, I'm just getting by right now. I'm not going to lie. I'm not going to come over here and fake it. I'm going to keep working. I'm going to keep swimming. I'm going to keep going, but I'm just going to be really honest with you guys. I don't know if I'll get it today, if I'll get it tomorrow. There will be a clean video, a printable project sheet for this project in the near-ish future, should God be willing, you know? That's where I'm at. That's where I'm at. All right, let's get this designer series paper on the top of the box. You can see that this Sweet Days of Autumn is beautiful, coming and going. So here's the A side with the pretty pine, and then I'm going to do for this one the B side with that pecan pie grid. I love this paper. There's only 3 double-sided designs, so there's only 6 patterns. But there's 4 of each page, which I guess might be a scrapbooking kind of thing, so that if you were making 12 by 12 spreads of 2 pages, then you'd have 4 pages so that you could do 2 backgrounds. I don't know. I don't know why. I've never seen Stampin' Up! Do so few patterns in a pack, but this is that paper. I showed it at the beginning. It's called Sweet Days of Autumn. You get a quarter pack in Card Club this month. So my Card Club members, you're sticking with me, you're going to get a quarter pack of this so that you can play with it. That's Sweet Days of Autumn. And it is from the new scrapbooking brochure, 166498. Okay. And let's grab our leaves back in here and our tag. I couldn't have done it without you. Gets a beautiful pink and silver bow. This is the sheer ribbon. It's 1/2 inch. It's white with a silver edge. And we are going to color a length of it with petal pink dark Stampin' Blend. And you want to give it a minute to dry, and you want to protect your surface. So make sure that you've got something absorbent underneath you when you're doing this. And you're going to color first when it's still the 1/2 inch wide. You're going to color first. Just add the petal pink Stampin' Blend. If you really want some good impact, color and then flip it and color the back side too. It'll be even more pink because it's such a sheer ribbon. Then you're going to take your scissors and divide that 1/2 inch with your scissors. You probably need 10-12 inches of ribbon. and you just cut down the center. Then when you've got your ribbon divided in two and colored, it's dried for a little bit, you're going to loop, swoop, tuck, and pull, tuck and pull. And by the magic of television, I have one that's already dry, already right here. And that will stick better when you go to put a glue dot behind it to stick it to the tag. So let me grab a glue dot, and we're going to stick that to the tag. Suze has such a pretty box. I'll need to watch from the beginning. I am very happy. If you'll catch me on the replay, I'll post it right away. And then I'll also try to go share it back to Facebook. Sorry, my Facebook friends, if you're joining me here. And then there will be a clean video too. So, and a project sheet. It's coming. Tammy says, so cute. And Kathy says, love this cute box. I'm so glad you guys love it. I find it to be a very handy treat box to have in your repertoire, because with the different seasonal and fun things, and then just Twinkie in general, it fits a Twinkie. Probably fits a zinger. Anybody have a zinger? Find out if this fits a zinger. I always like to know what else fits. All right, so I've got my ribbon and my sprig. Now I'm also going to take a little tiny attacher. You got Stampin' Up's retired mini stapler, that'll work. You could probably use a swing line right here, but I like how it just further secures this sprig. It's kind of skinny at the, and it adds a little bit of texture. So I ran some staples through it. If I was using my swing line, my standard size staple, I would have probably just put one, but because I got the mini, I got two little staples in there. Let's get some dimensionals on the back of that. Kathy says, I love how you can use the blends to color the ribbon, right? That white ribbon is worth its weight in gold because it's white, like in our Halloween spells project here, but it's also any other color that you want it to be, right? All right, so you're getting a full spool of that card club, members. So those of you who are rolling with me, you're not getting more than autumn this month. You're getting changing leaves, but you're going to get more than autumn next month. And if you want to join us for more than autumn, card club link is in the description. All right, so we've got our dimensionals, we've got our leaves. Let's grab some liquid glue and keep our dimensionals handy. I'm going to just put a little bit on the stems. What I like about a little bit on the stems is this glue is tacky enough to grab, and a little bit on the stems will kind of hold all your leaves in place, but it gives you time to wiggle. And then after you've got them wiggled to where you want them, then you can reinforce and add some stability and some dimension with some Stampin' Dimensionals. All right, let me see. I think I want to tip that a little bit more. It's like like being a florist, a flower arranger. Got that how I want it. Let's put our tag. Ooh, I don't know which one I like better, the pecan pie grid or the pine tree one. But what I'll tell you is that the pine tree is a directional paper. So this was the perfect way to use up the scrap that went in the direction I didn't want it to go, was flip it over and use the other side. All right, we've got our tag. Let's get some dimensionals. We're gonna use this all up, I think, which is lovely. That's winning. Do you guys feel like you're winners? Do you guys feel like you're winners when you use the whole rest of the Stampin' Dimensional when you finish a pack? So then we just put a little bit of liquid glue on the stems of the leaves. Now we can just lift the ends of the leaves and further secure everything with some bits of dimensionals. So I'm gonna go at least one more dimensional, at least one on each leaf, maybe two, a little here, a little there. Uh-oh, a little stuck to my thumb. It is More Than Autumn stamps out of stock. Not last time I checked. It was still in stock. Surprisingly, I thought for sure it would sell out right away, but surprisingly. So if anybody's got more newer information than mine, because I haven't checked today, but if you've got newer information than I do, and you can confirm that it's still in stock, I think it's still in stock, go ahead and pipe up. Melanie says, liked and shared. Thank you, my friend. My problem for Card Club wasn't More Than Autumn. It was the Iconic Celebration Designer Series paper. I got Card Club's money on the 5th, and on the 4th, early in the morning, the paper sold out. So in order to keep Card Club production, which is a huge endeavor, you guys, the cutting, the packing, the prepping, the project sheets, the photographs, the everything, just getting the mailing labels on even, and weighing and packing and taping to keep all that on track. I switched More Than Autumn Card Club with Changing Leaves Card Club because I could get this paper and I couldn't get the Iconic Celebrations. And if I could get the paper, that meant I could produce the packet, and I needed to stay on schedule. I couldn't have September jumble up into October because I'm not going to have as much help early in October with my assistant's upcoming wedding. So I hope that you guys all understand. Most of you have been so supportive. Tammy and Colleen both say that More Than Autumn, the tools are still in stock. All right, so let me just do a really quick, in case you're just joining us, Card Club for Cool People, so I can be, abundantly clear. Oh, wait a second. These are not the embellishments you're getting in Card Club. You're gonna get the sparkle adhesive back gems because the sparkle adhesive back gems match both of the papers. As you can see there, you're getting both of the papers in Card Club. So if you paid on September 5th, you're gonna get the sampler of both of the new scrapbooking papers. You're gonna get a full pack of the adhesive backed sparkle gems. And the nice part is your silver and black are going to match your projects with your sample pack of Halloween spells. And then your champagne color is going to match your projects that you're going to do with Sweet Days of Autumn. And you're going to do all of the projects, one of each project in each color palette. So that'll mix and match. And you're also getting a full spool of the sheer white ribbon. So those are the products included in your September Card Club. For this project though, because it matches so nicely with the Sweet Days of Autumn, I'm going to use the adhesive backed sequins. So let's get some dingles on there. And then Card Club next month, we are back on track with More Than Autumn. And before you go, if you're interested in seeing a sneak peek of September and October Card Club projects, I'll pull them back into the camera and give you guys a sneak peek. It is too late to get September Card Club, but we offer a online only content. It always is available for purchase on or about the 20th when we release the online content. Okay, so there will be a PDF available for Changing Leaves. First, which do you like better? The trees with the gold or the grid with the copper? I expect every one of you to answer that question. Gold or copper? Which one do you like better? And then while you guys are doing that, answering that question, I'm going to show you really quick, for an abundance of clarity, Card Club for my September Card Club. Those of you who paid on the 5th, Card Club bills on the 5th. We produce the content, cut the packets, do the photographs and the project sheets and the blog page and all the ands between the 5th and the 20th. The 20th, we send you a link and release the PDF plus the additional online content should you want to redeem the coupon for the additional online content on or about the 20th. All right, so if you paid on the 5th, your packet that should go out on the 20th, thereabouts, is going to include this product, and it's going to make 6 cards, 3 with the Sweet Days of Autumn, 3 with the Halloween spells. So 6 cards and 2 clear bag cards. 1 with the Sweet Days of Autumn. And the PDF for this, if you are too late for Card Club for September, but you want the PDF, look out for it on the 20th, on or about the 20th. And then 1 with the Halloween spells, designer series paper. All right, so that's this month's Card Club. Thank you for rolling with me on the switch, everybody who did, and for everybody who said something nice to me about it, something encouraging. Thank you. You make a difference. All right, then October 5th. You have until October 5th to join Card Club for Cool People. Link is in the description below to be a part of our October Card Club, which is More Than Autumn. Thank you for everybody who's waiting for this. It's coming. It'll include a quarter pack or a half a package of iconic celebrations, a package of the textured dingles, a spool of ribbon. Cards are 8, 2 each of 4 designs, and you can still get in on this More Than Autumn Card Club if you want to. There's 3 levels: online only, which includes the PDF and the online classroom, the additional content, or to go, which includes the packet, or concierge, which also includes the laminated sketch, because each month we have a new exclusive card sketch, collectible card sketch. All right, that was a lot, you guys. Everybody says copper, copper with the grid, copper with the grid. I love you people that said both. Kathy says both. Mary said both. I think I like the gold and the pine tree one better. Okay, let me get these out of here. I have been crafting does a hurting heart good. I'll tell you, I have been crafting a lot, and that is the other silver lining about this quick switcheroo, as all these projects have been bouncing around in my head, and as I'm, nursing this sick pet, my poor darling Corn Pop, as I'm nursing her, I'll go and work on my projects a little bit, and the stamping has been really good for me. Sue says, how much is Card Club? Online only, $22.95. $24.95 if you want to buy just 1 or 2 and pick and choose for online only. $24.95 if you want to pick and choose. We have our whole history of Card Club PDFs, so you can go back and get them. So if you want only the content, the instructions, PDF, and then the extended content, $22.95. If you want a packet, which includes, like I showed you, quite a stacked packet of product, $44.95. If you want a to-go packet and the laminated sketch so that you can keep it in your binder, then it's $46.95. And the $44.95 as well as the $46.95 include your postage. So we do USPS priority or ground advantage, whichever is less, because both of those options include up to $100 insurance. So $44.95, $46.95 is covered, and tracking should you need that. So the $44.95, the $46.95 includes your postage. The sketches, if you're wondering, look like this, and we will laminate them up for you at the $46 concierge level, and those are your exclusive sketches. They're not available on the blog. They're just collectible. Every month a new sketch, and if you get the concierge, then you build yourself a little sketchbook as you go too, a card sketchbook. So that's Card Club. Thank you for asking. I appreciate your interest. It really is, like, we pour our whole everything into it. Our heart and soul goes into our Card Club. Jazz, I love your boxes. They're so awesome. Thank you, my friend. I really loved making them. Karen likes the copper better too. I think copper for the win, you guys. I'm in the minority. I like the gold and I think I like the drama of it. I think I'm in the minority. I like those of you who said both. You guys make my heart happy. All right, so that's our project for today. Thank you for letting me use the platform to also update about Card Club. It's hard sometimes to, a picture's worth 1,000 words. So when I can show the samples and what's included and everything else, and hopefully change some anxiety for my Card Club people to excitement. I hope you're excited. I hope you're excited about something different. If you're a Card Club member and you're on here, can I ask you guys something? How do you feel about standard cards and a special card? Or in this case, standard cards and 2 special cards. How do you guys feel about the special card? That's what I'm trying to get at. So we have never had a special card in Card Club. We've always had standard cards. We've never had a fun folds. We have a sketch every month. But this time we have a sketch. So one of the cards is a sketch card. And then we have 6 standard cards and 2 specials. So if you're a Card Club member, how do you feel about specials? And if you are watching on the replay, you can still feel free to answer that question or send me an email. All right. Love my binders with all your wonder recipes and card sketches. Thank you, Jan. I love them too. They're a really great place to jump in when you're feeling like a little, like a deer in the headlights. Sue says, sold me, that is for sure. The special card sold you on it, huh? Okay, well, maybe we'll have to include a couple of specials from time to time. Oh, Teresa says, love fun folds, please. Maybe we have to include a fun fold once in a while. I like simple fun folds that aren't too much paper engineering. I like an easy surprise. So maybe we'll include that. Yeah, if you're a Card Club member, please tell me if you want those things. Special cards would make me happy, Kathy says. Good, all right. Not a member yet, but would love the specials also. I love the extra cards as unique to you. Oh, you guys. All right, good feedback. Love the idea of special cards. Thank you, Deborah. Your feedback is really important to me because you've been so supportive of my Card Club. I'm glad that you guys like them. We're going to really be looking for feedback on that when you get this one. And I do hope, I was planning the surprise all along of the clear bag card, doing a bag card in Changing Leaves, but I was going to do it in October. I do hope that the little bit of different and excitement of this one does help to keep positive feelings about Card Club, even though I had to pull a quick switch. That's it. That's it. You guys can get out of here into your weekend now. Class dismissed. Oh, thank you for spending time with me. It's been a hard couple of weeks, and I'm not going to lie, and I'm not going to fake it. And I'm not going to drag you down with it either because every one of you is carrying your own burdens. But I'm going to say that spending time with you guys is good for my heart. It takes my mind off of some things that are bothering me, lets me get creative and spend time with some like-minded human beings. And so I appreciate you so much being here. It's more than doing a treat box. It's more than promoting Card Club. It's that real people connection that I'm so grateful for. So thank you for spending time with me. Kathy says hugs. Oh, I need them. Let's see here. Veronica says, need to join, but my payday isn't until the 7th. Oh no, Veronica. Talk about bad timing. We'll talk about that, my friend. I know where to find you. All right, you guys, have a really good weekend. I'll get my turds in a herd as best I can on a clean video and a blog post with this project sheet. If it shows up today, then man, I'm good. If it's not there today, look out tomorrow. I'll try to have it done by tomorrow. It's not as far along as I'd like to have it by this point, but all right, you guys, I'll see you next week. Thank you for spending time with me. Bye, guys.